Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Swaraj Finance. I just wanted to make a video today to provide an update on the energy markets and oil in particular, because over the weekend we've had OPEC announce a cut to production output, and we're seeing oil up this morning 5% already. So I wanted to have a look at the oil chart just to show you some interesting developments as we've closed the first quarter of 2023 and we're moving into the second quarter. We had a nice really nice candlestick on the monthly timeline. So if you see the March candlestick, there was a huge wick at the bottom where we came down to test this trend line, which goes back to the low in the commodities markets from 2016. And if I move us down to the daily or the weekly candlesticks, you'll see clearly that this trend line joins the bottom of the weekly candles all the way, apart from this COVID dip, which was an extraordinary event. We have this rising trend line, and you see on the weeklies we came down, we tested this trend line, and now we've had a strong reversal back up, very strong reversal. And looking on the monthly candlesticks, this is what shows up with this huge wick at the bottom of the candle, where we came down, we tested it, but we had a huge reversal all the way back up to this trend line at around $75, which has been an important level in the past. You see in 2018 it acted as resistance, reversing back down, and a long way back in 2006 you see again resistance, became support in the bull market for oil in 2010, and then became resistance in 2018. And now we've broken out, we came back, we went below, we tested this rising trend line, we reversed, and we closed the month all the way back up above the $75 mark. So that was a huge month, really important month for oil, closing all the way back up above this $75 level last month and gapping up. So we've started the new quarter, the new month, all the way up at close to $80. So this is really interesting technicals, very strong price action, indicating a reversal in the downward trend, and suggesting, of course nothing is guaranteed, but suggesting that oil will be headed back up over the coming months and years. And again, putting this into context, if we go back to the bull market of the 2000s, it was a huge move for oil all the way up to $150. And ever since that time, just reminding the viewers that we've been in this downward trend in oil since the peak in 2008. And this downward trend was broken in the beginning of 2021. We broke out because of the recovery and the opening up after the lockdowns from COVID. Then we had a retest of this level. Then we had the start of 2022, we had the Russian invasion of the Ukraine, which sent prices on a spike all the way up back to $130. We came back down. Again, we've retested this rising trend line, and if we look horizontally, we've retested the previous peaks. Really, the previous peak in oil on a medium term was this 2018 peak at around $75. So we've broken out of this descending trend. We did a retest of the previous high. We went even below to test this other trend line. We reversed all the way back up, and now the trend is suggesting that we're continuing with an upward trend now, because, as I said, we've broken this long-term downward trend which has lasted more than a decade. So long-term trend line breaks suggest a reversal of trend, generally speaking, or at least a slowing of trend. Given the underinvestment in oil and the fundamentals relating to the oil market, the disruptions from the geopolitical events, the Russian war, Russian output has been cut, OPEC output is now being cut, and the underinvestment in oil generally across the world, offshore oil and shale onshore oil fields, implies that we're now due for probably at least 5 years of sustained higher oil prices, though nothing is guaranteed, of course. And if the powers that be decide to impose a demand destruction event upon us, such as the lockdowns of COVID, God forbid we have climate crisis lockdowns or anything of that sort, of course demand would be destroyed, and you could see an oil price crash at any moment if they decided to do that. However, based on the fundamentals and based on the charting, it certainly looks very positive for oil in the medium term. So in our model portfolio at Swaraj Finance, we have significant exposure to upstream oil and gas producers, and you can subscribe to our portfolio insight service to see exactly how our portfolio is constructed, what is our exposure to the energy sector and oil, which companies we feel are going to do particularly well in what we see as the coming bull market. So you can subscribe to our UK portfolio insight service for £18 a month, because we've just launched this offer. We have an early bird discount, so if you use the coupon code SF-earlybird, you'll get the first month for half price, and of course you can leave at any time. But I think this is a service which everyone can benefit from, because there's huge opportunities in the markets, especially if you know what's happening with the gold markets at the moment and how oil has been priced in gold. It looks like there's going to be an upward swing in the gold price, and more leverage to that move might be the move in oil. So there's lots of interesting opportunities in the financial markets, and you can gain access to our portfolio insight service at a very reasonable cost, monthly cost. You'll get live updates as and when we make additions to the portfolio. You'll get access to a quarterly newsletter which explains our investment theses, which define the portfolio, and you'll get, as I said, live updates when we make any changes to the portfolio. So do consider that if that interests you. Otherwise, remember, this is nothing that we've said is to be considered as financial advice. It's merely our opinions. You must do your own due diligence and consult with an investment professional, a financial professional, before making any investment decisions. So with that, I'll leave you all and see you soon for another update. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.